Hello everyone, welcome to your April 2025 Calgary Real Estate Market update. This month, the market has seen significant shifts influenced by the economic uncertainty, increasing inventory, and changing buyers-sellers dynamic. We will cover the latest stats, analyze market trends compared to 6 months and 5 to 10 years ago, and discuss how national and global events are impacting Calgary real estate. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, those insights will help you make informed decisions. So let's dive in. March saw 90% year-over-year decline in sales, with 2,159 homes sold across Calgary. This slowdown was mostly pronounced in high-density property segments like apartments and row houses. Despite this decline, sales remain pretty strong and stronger than in previous economic downturn, such as the one between 2015 and 2020. This influx of new listings, over 4,000 in Calgary, has helped increase inventory, bringing the market closer to balanced after 4 years of favoring sellers. Total inventory reached 5,154 homes, and the months of supply rose to 2.4, up from extreme lows of the last year. I'm going to break down the market by property types. So let's start with detached homes. 1,035 homes were sold, which is 10% lower year over year. Inventory, supply rising but still tight under 700,000. And a pricing, well, benchmark price was 769,800, which is 4% increase year over year. So how is the market trend? More balanced above 800,000, tighter supply under 700,000 keeps prices pretty firm. Semi-detached homes, let's take a look of that. Sales declined 11% year over year. Inventory is higher supply, pushing months of supply to 2.2. And what about pricing? Well, benchmark price rose to 691,900, which is 5% more than the last year. Well, how is the market trending? Well, price growth slowing as balance between sold and new listing coming to the market improves. Now it's time to talk about row homes. There were 400 units sold. Inventory is higher supplied in a northeast, north and southeast district, although this is very likely because of new construction happening in that area, and a lot of newly constructed homes are actually being listed either for sale by builders or by the very first owner who are trying to sell them for profit. Benchmark price is 454,000, which is 2% higher than the last year, but still below the peak levels. And again, market trend for row homes were more balanced conditions, easing upward pressure on price. And last but not least is apartment condos. Well, 1,383 units sold. Inventory, it's rising with over 1,700 units available. And the pricing, well, pricing is at 336,100, which is still 3% year over year, but below 2014 August peak. Pricing, well, it's holding pretty good. It is 336,100, which is 3% year over year increase, but still below August 2024 peak. So how is the market trending for apartments? Well, supply growth is slowing price gains, but demand remains historically strong. Now we're going to take a quick review of the surrounding areas. Let's start with Airdrie. Sales is down 11% year over year, but rising inventory is improving balance. Price is 651,300, 2% higher year over year. Cochrane, prices hit record high at 686,800, 5% increase year over year. Inventory is growing, slowing price growth. Okotoks, inventory remains low, driving further price increases to a record of 715,500, again 5% increase year over year. Now we will review some of the latest national and local market trends. Now we will review some local and national news that do impact what is happening in our market. Economic uncertainty due trade tension. Ongoing trade war pressures and tariff threats from the US have led to economic uncertainty affecting consumer confidence and housing activity in Calgary and all across the country. Let's take a look of national housing market trends. Nationally, Canadian home sales posted the biggest decline in nearly 3 years, with 9.8% drop in February 2025 compared to January. This slowdown is largely attributed to economic uncertainties stemming from the trade war. Another very big news is interest rate adjustments. The Bank of Canada is expecting to lower interest rates for the 7th consecutive time due to economic pressures and uncertainty over trade policies. This could impact mortgage affordability and housing demand in the coming months. Now, let's compare today's market with 6 months ago, 5 years ago, and 10 years ago. We will start with 6 months ago, let's say October 2024. Sales activities were up 3% year over year 6 months ago, contributing to a stronger year-to-date performance. New listings and inventory listings remain high, 44% above 5-year average. Pricing, well, benchmark price for all properties was $592,500, which is about 4% year-over-year increase. 5 years ago, in April 2020, the market was impacted by COVID greatly. Sales activity dropped for 63% year-over-year, with only 573 units sold due to the pandemic-related shutdowns. Pricing, benchmark price in March of 2020 was $417,400, down nearly 1% year-over-year. And now I would like to go and look into the market 10 years ago, in 2015. Well, we all know 2015 oil price went down, it was a big oil crash, and of course the market was different than it is today. We will start with sales activity. By the end of 2015, sales declined 26%, totaling 18,830 homes sold. The benchmark price retracted 2.24% to 448,800 over the year. So comparing now to back then, you can see how huge difference is. So we will end this market update with my advice for buyers and sellers. I will start with my advice for buyers. More choices are available, but homes under 700,000 are still in high demand. I would suggest maybe consider locking in mortgage rates before further economic shifts, but also take advice from your mortgage advisor. As the market is slowly shifting at a certain price points and property types and districts, negotiation power is definitely increasing for buyers. And my advice for sellers? Well, price appropriately. Overpricing will lead to longer times of the market. Proper home presentation remains key as buyers become more selective. If your home is in a high demand price range, expect strong interest. Well, this wraps up my April 2025 Calgary Real Estate Market update. Well, whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, understanding these trends will help you make the right decisions. If you have any questions or need expert advice, feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to help. Thank you and have a great April.